Okay, there are a couple things that we need to go over today. We are working right now with adjectives, and we will be working with a new verb called the verb ser, okay? The verb ser is a to be verb, so it means to be in its infinitive form. But we know that to be verbs in English are I am, you are, he or she is, we are, and they are. Those are the to be verbs in English. In Spanish, in English, if we want to say I am studious, it looks nothing like to be, right? But in Spanish, what we do is we conjugate verbs to give it a person. And I know you guys have conjugated in Latin before. So first person we know is yo. Second person we know is tú. And then third person we know is él or ella. We also know that the usted form conjugates with this same third person, even though it's still a second person pronoun. Now, to conjugate the verb ser, it's an irregular verb. It means it doesn't follow a pattern, which means you just have to memorize it, okay? So the first person form of this verb is soy. I know that if I do not see this at all, I know that that word means I am. Tú, the conjugation for tú is eres, which means you are. The third person conjugation for that verb, ser, is es, which means he or she is, he is, she is, or it is, and then it can also mean you are formal, referring to usted right here. Okay, so if I wanted to write a sentence, I would say yo soy deportista. Ana, so we know that Ana goes here, the she, so I take the he, she form. Ana es inteligente. Paco es atrevido. Lola es simpática. Okay, so I know that that's first person meaning I am. I know that this is third person meaning he or she is. Now, the other thing that I need to tell you is that your adjectives have to match your subject in two things. They have to match in number and they have to match in gender. Right now, we are not worrying about number, we're only worrying about gender. Now, what do we know about gender? Okay, deportista is a special word. It is both masculine and feminine. If you're going to describe someone as athletic, you're going to say Paco es deportista, ending in an A, and Marta es deportista, ending in an A, because it ends in ista is why it's neutral in gender. Okay? But for your other adjectives, you noticed that there's an O-A after every adjective. So this is the deal. If I wanted to describe Ana as daring, I would have to change that O to an A. So we would say Ana es atrevi. And it's not going to be an O because Ana is a girl, it's going to be an A. But if I'm saying Paco is daring, I would say Paco es atrevi. Now, it has to match because he's a boy. So generally, words that end in O are masculine and words that end in A are feminine. So Paco es atrevido. Marta es simpática. Pedro es simpati. The ending would be an O because Pedro is a boy. So Pedro es simpático. Marta es simpática. A for girl, O for boy. So I picture it this way. An A, the little girl has a bow in her hair, and then O, the boy has a baseball cap on, okay? So that you remember that O's and A's change, or the ending of the word changes based on who it's talking about. Okay? So, there are some other words, though, in your thing that are called neutral in gender. It means it doesn't change at the end. For instance, inteligente. Words that end in an E do not change, okay? So I could say Paco es inteligente, or Ana es inteligente. Does not change because it's called neutral in gender. The only ones that change are the ones that end in O. You can change to an A to make them feminine. Except for deportista, it is neutral in gender, just like inteligente is neutral in gender. So Paco es inteligente, Ana es inteligente. Sofía es interesante. And Juan es interesante. Does that make sense? Okay, so let's practice, and I'll go over this a little bit more tomorrow, but let's practice our questions, okay? So the first part of this is that I want to know that you can ask your partner a question and they can answer the question. So if I want to ask a question, I would say eres, and then any adjective. And they will respond, sí, yo soy blank. Or they could just say soy, this is understood. So if I said, eres artística, you would say, sí, soy artística if you're a girl. If I said, eres atrevido, you would say, sí, yo soy atrevido if you were a boy. Eres talentoso, sí, yo soy talentoso. Eres sociable, sí, soy sociable. Eres paciente, no, no soy paciente. ¿Eres trabajador? No, no soy trabajador. ¿Eres gracioso? Sí, yo soy gracioso. And if you're a girl, all your adjectives will be feminine. So, ¿eres artística? Sí, yo soy artística. ¿Eres atrevida? No, no soy atrevida. ¿Eres talentosa? Sí, yo soy talentosa. ¿Eres impaciente? No, no soy impaciente. ¿Eres sociable? Sí, soy sociable. O sí, yo soy sociable. ¿Eres trabajadora? No, no soy trabajadora. ¿Eres impaciente? No, no soy impaciente. ¿Eres estudioso o estudiosa? Sí, yo soy estudiosa. Or no, no soy estudiosa. And if you're masculine, you say, sí, yo soy estudioso, and no, no soy estudioso. So now we're going to put on a video for you where you get to practice. The video is going to prompt you and say, eres blank, and then you have to answer the question based on your gender. If you were a boy, you would say, sí, soy blank, ending in an O, except for the adjectives that are neutral in gender. And if you're a girl, you would end them in an A, except for the adjectives that end in E and that are neutral in gender.